Hello lads and ladettes, and today, very exciting news. The man, the myth, the legend, Rohan Kashibe has joined Goldenstone. Finally, I didn't actually think this was going to happen for so much longer, but he has finally joined. I'm very excited to talk about it, showcase, and show him off a little bit. I got him 6 stars. It's very funny because it's, I believe, the first stand to actually have a stand. So if I go into stands here, we have Lurker, Lemongrass, whatever, and we have Heaven's Door, and then the rest don't have stands. So we have Heaven's Door, and then now we actually have Rohan, which I find quite interesting and hope to see other characters as well that come through. I don't know who you would do, but hey, you never know. Or maybe they do more stands, but very cool. Oh, I mean, no, Foo Fighter, sorry, I was wrong. Foo Fighter has one, so it's the second one that's joined in. So, let's talk about Rohan. He just came in, just announced all of a sudden, like 7 days ago, and then boom! He came out. It was really exciting. Rohan is a support character. As you can see, assist / damage share is the exact same as JoJo's. So basically, yes, we're all thinking it. We're all going to say it. 3, 2, 1. He's a better JoJo. That's just going to be flat. And he's an Oracle, so he's going to be much better as well. So he has already shown some good numbers already, and he is already a must-have. He's already SS, S tier, triple S, quadruple S, however you want to put it. He's very good. And I'm very cool that he's in. He is an Oracle. He's actually in a Union Oracle. So if I go to Gallery, we now have 2. Is it 2? It is 2. So we have, of course, Silver Chariot Requiem. We have Kira, which is the Hermit, and then we have Rohan, which is now the Union. And let's just show off some of his abilities. Be cool here. Heaven's Door. Very cool animation there. And then, you know, Dojo, whatever, does the heal. It looks like that's the Dojo from the All-Stars battle. Creation Aura does all these things, and that's his melee attack there. Let's go over his abilities and explain why he is so broken, because he is super powerful and is now a must-have, and how it's going to change the meta a bit. So, bear with me. Here's an Oracle. So, of the 3 characters that are Oracles, he has 5 abilities, basically, and can be empowered. So, he goes to level 425, and he goes to 15 stars. So, his first ability. Now, there is a lot here. I'm going to go over quickly, but also bear with me. So, level 1, Heaven's Door. This is his rage skill. Heaven's Door transforms a person's body into a book, allowing the user to write commands onto them. Applies Command Chain level 1 and Command Shield level 1 to 4 allies with the highest attack. Restores HP to all allies equal to 107% of Rohan Kashibe's attack. That's simple there. So there's as for the moment, there's 2 buffs there. Let's go to level 3. Applies Command Chain level 1 and Command Shield level 2 to all allies. Increases HP recovery to 149% of Rohan Kashibe's attack and grants command recovery. So now he has 3 abilities he applies. What are these 3 abilities? Command Chain. This is the main thing here. Command Chain. Increases the attack by 10%. Units, so that's going to be the 4 characters. Units with this status will share incoming damage taken by teammates. Same thing how GE's life split works, lifelinks. Only splits direct damage from enemy attacks. Damage from debuffs like burn or reflect damage does not be shared, so that's good to note. Lasts for 2 rounds. If other link type effects are active upon casting, those effects will be disabled. This status cannot be disabled or dispelled. So basically, it just overrides, for example, GE's buff. It doesn't stack or anything like that. It goes, nope, that's not happening. And then also, this buff cannot be dispellable, which is crazy because lifelink can be dispellable on GE. So that's first ability. So it's already like, okay, good. You don't get the crit increase on that one, but you know, that's a good ability because it being dispellable is awesome because you can do a lot of dispelling on your team comp and stuff like that. So already it being not being, like I just said, repeating myself, that's good. That's a really good ability. It's Jorno's ability, basically. That's great. Command Shield. This is the second one that gets applied to it as well. Absorbs damage equal to 10% of the caster's max HP. This shield can stack with other shields, of course it can, but has a lower consumption priority. Other shields will be consumed first. So there you go. So the other shields will be consumed than his. Interesting. So for example, Funny Valentine's shield. Increases the carrier's defense by 10% and reduces crit damage taken by 30%. Lasts for 1 round and cannot be dispelled. I wonder what level 2 is. Maybe it lasts another round, I would assume. Very, very cool there. Very, very interesting. Very, very cool. Grants you more shields. More shields is fantastic. And then command recovery when you are at level 2, it looks like. You get it. Restores 4% of max HP and regens 10 rage every turn. Okay. It's so funny because like these characters' kits, literally their first ability or rage skill is like a kit of someone else. So good, 4% overall max HP is awesome, and then also returning rage, which means that you'll be doing more rage skills for those characters is awesome. So that's already a great ability there. Basically a better GE, and it is. It flat out is, and it grants it to all allies and stuff like that, level 3, and that's without awakening. So you can see what I'm going to be getting at here, making the distinctions here. And now his next one, memory modification. This is a control immune buff, or control immune and a buff. Excuse me, I got a burp. Rohan possesses the ability to add, delete, or modify the pages within a person's book. At the start of battle, because of course he has a start of battle, Rohan Kashibe, let me know in the comments how you say it, grants himself control immunity. So that means stun and stuff like that doesn't happen to him. That's what it is, like freeze, stuff like that. He reshapes and gathers HP equal to 10% of each ally's max HP. He reshapes and gathers HP equal to 10% of each target's max HP to form life storage. Level 1, additionally, he deals 140% magical damage plus 5% of the target's max HP as extra magical damage to all enemy attacks. Extra damage capped at foot. Okay, so that just seems like his attack that he does. Gains control immunity, reshapes and gathers HP equal for each ally's max HP to form life storage. Okay, interesting. So he gains HP. A little bit confusing there, I'm not gonna lie. Increases magical damage to that much. When the HP and the life storage is at level 3 is fully depleted, delete is triggered. Okay, so that's just his extra XP that it gets consumed. Upon Rohan Kashibi's death, all stored HP is consumed to resurrect him. This resurrection ignores unrevivable effects and grants him an addition. Okay, so one, of course, has a revive in his kit. And what I find is funny, I assume that he can't, but it doesn't say once per turn or once per match. But I assume it can only be because it's at the start of the battle. So command prevents the unit from being affected by any control effects for 1 turn. Okay, so only lasts 1 turn, that's interesting. Cannot be dispelled, of course. Link flank storage. 1 hit of all allies units. Wait, 1 hit? Level 1. Oh, sorry. Hit of all allies units is increased by 20%. I don't know what hit is. Okay, interesting. Stores 120% of total HP sacrificed by teammates within himself. Whenever an allied hero, including Rohan Kashibi, has their HP fall below 40% after being hit by a skill attack, consumes stored HP equal to the damage received by the characters and restores an equivalent amount of HP. Okay, very, very simple. Just basically borrowing the life and then giving it back when they need it. Each recovery restores at least 10% of their HP. Once the HP is exhausted, the storage disappears. So yeah, very, very simple there. And then delete deals 300 magical damage to the enemy target with the highest rage, excluding summons, and reduces the target's rage to 0. That is very good. Is below 50, restores 50 rage to if it's below 50, restores 50 rage to all allies with the to the ally with the lowest rage, and simultaneously attaches speed up to all allies, so increases people's speed. That is a lot. In addition, attack is increased by 10%, damage reduction is increased by 10%. Additionally, delete will be released at the end of the unit's turn. Okay, yeah, crazy. I know there's a lot there. It's a little bit confusing, and I probably said it confusing, but basically he just borrows people's HP at the start of the game, and then when they need it most, so when they're at low HP or anything like that, it comes back and it restores their HP and stuff like that, and it gives them a bit of buffs. And also, he has a self-revive in his kit, because why wouldn't he? So that's only 2 abilities, and yet all those 2 abilities would literally make up some of the Oracle's kits. It's crazy. Riding. This is his 3rd ability. I can't say this word. Meticulously in his works. Meticulously, what? Is that how you say it? Oh, okay. In his work and possessing an extraordinary obsession with creation, Rohan believes that reality is in the indispensable element of any masterpiece. HP increases by 25% and attack increases by 20%. Every time an ally takes action, Rohan restores their HP equal to 40% of his attack and has a 50% chance to grant 1 stack of Essential Reality. At 8 stacks, he triggers Healing Element. At 15 stacks, he triggers Memory Extraction. Okay. HP increases to 60%, attack increases to 40%, and speed increases by 10%, because why not? HP recovery for all allies on action increases to 70% attack. And the chance to gain... Okay. That's so crazy. Whenever someone does something, they just gain health, which is absolutely crazy instead of them using an ability. Essential Reality, each stack provides 1% attack and damage reduction, max 15 stacks. Releases skill at 15 and at 8 and 15 stacks respectively, cannot be dispelled. Healing Element, healing is increased by 20% and control resistance is increased by 20%. Last 4 rounds, cannot be dispelled. Released when Essential Reality reaches 8 stacks, can only be released once per battle. So just boosts healing, boosts control resistance, very, very good. And then memory extractions, this is when he reaches all stacks, deals 140 magical damage to all allies, and cleanse all negative status from all allies. Nice. That's just a great ability. Just having a full-on cleanse for everyone is very, very nice. And not only that, more HP, more damage reduction. Oh, this is crazy. That is crazy. Let me just read. I just want to read that again. Every time an ally takes action, so it's basic attack or rage skill or anything, restores their HP equal to 40% of his attack. Like just any little bit, any more HP, and then he also does additional... Okay, it's crazy. You're going to see the numbers as well. He does really good healing. His second last one, Thus Spoken, assist buff. Rohan Kashibe resonates deeply with every Oracle hero on the battlefield, because why wouldn't he? As long as Rohan is present, he radiates a powerful aura to all allies. While Rohan Kashibe is on the field, all allied heroes receive a 7% attack and 8% damage for every additional Oracle tier or higher hero deployed. So at the moment, you can get plus 14, plus 16. Attack is further increased by 2%. Attack is further increased by 2%. This aura cannot be dispelled. If Koichi's willpower or shield is activated, it will be disabled and replaced by this effect. Okay, so basically not no point, but you know, Koichi gets disabled and then also G gets disabled, which I find interesting there. When it's okay, of course, when Rohan is on the field, all allied heroes receive plus 12% and 60% for every additional Oracle hero. So that just increases to 24% damage at the moment, which is crazy, and you're going to get it more in the future. Attack increases by 3%, and max HP is increased by 2%, and just bans that one. Okay, great. So fantastic. Damage buff to everyone. Yay, free damage buff, because why wouldn't you use the meta and most used characters in the game at the moment? Because that'd be, you know, not dumb at all. Finally, he can be empowered, of course. Can I see his weapon? I don't know if I can see. Does he even have a weapon? I don't know if he has a weapon. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a weapon. But unfortunately, I just can't see it. Because I need him to be 10 stars. Actually, do I? Maybe he doesn't have a weapon. I mean, he's a healer, so he probably wouldn't have a weapon. I don't see yours. Do I see yours? You don't have it. Oh, it's in gear. So, do you have a weapon? You do. Okay, awesome. Let's go over his weapon first. Actually, no. Let's go over his ability, and then I can go over his weapon. I was trying to find it there. Where are you? Here you go. His final one, this is when he's empowered. After Rohan ends his turn, converts one debuff from one random ally into one of the following random buffs: focus, sharpness, or agility. Always getting rid of negative status effects is fantastic, especially ones that can be dispelled. Finally, when it's level 3, after Rohan ends his turn, converts one debuff from 3 random allies into one of the following buffs. Additionally, restores 10 rage energy to 3 random allies. So great. More rage before. You're just going to be popping ults left and right. So crit is focus is crit rate is increased by 5%. Its sharpness is attack is increased by 5%, and then agility is speed is increased. Which, if that's happening every single round, you're going to be stacking this quite well. I don't know if there's max stacks, but yeah, that's going to actually be really, really good. And that's at 13 empowered. Already crazy. Already just. While I'm here, actually, because I won't go back, his skin looks mint. Way better than his normal one. Absolutely awesome. We're going to do his weapon now. What does it? I haven't actually seen this weapon, so I don't even know what it does. This is going to be a first. At the start of Rohan's turn, it grants life limit break and vitality surge to all allies. This skill has 3 turn cooldown after activation. Okay. Interesting. I think I have to read each one here. At the start of turn, he gains plus 10% final damage against heroes below Oracle tier. This effect is undispellable. Of course he does. At the start of turn... Okay, and then at the start of turn, Rohan's turn, grant lifelink 2, and there's a 2-round cooldown. So what is this lifelink break? Level 1 is max HP is increased by 10%. Okay, so not too bad. I think level 2, I assume, would be 20%. And then Vitality Surge is healing effect is increased by 10%, and rage reduction effects are decreased by 5 points. Are decreased by 5 points, lasts for 2 rounds. Okay, so just an overall another buff to his lifelink. That's actually nothing too crazy there. I definitely think it'd be very, very helpful, but that's nothing too crazy, unlike the other people's. Last thing I want to check is... I want to go here. I want to go awaken. I want to show his awakening. So, his awakening. Of course, 20 rage is the initial one. Heaven's Door increases HP recovery to 160% of attack. Command Chain level 2 now provides an additional 10% damage reduction. Healing effect, rage 30. Modified memory, forming life link storage, level 4, no longer consumes allies' HP. That's awesome. That is very good. The total storage capacity of life link storage is from 200 to 250, and when the HP is exhausted, Rohan is granted addition. That's very, very nice. That is crazy. That's actually crazy. All these buffs just don't. Okay, that's actually crazy. The spoke additional for every Oracle tier or higher deployed increased crit rate by 2%. So that means you have 2 other ones, so you can get, I assume, 4%, and then soon, if you have a whole team of it, so it's going to be 5, so you can get 10% in the future, which is not bad. And then, of course, Awaken Healing, plus 20% healing effect, plus 20% control resistance for 4 rounds when HP drops below 60. Very interesting there. Let's just show off some damage numbers and we'll have a chat about him. So, Rohan. This is the team I'm running at the moment. Can you tell he's very, very good? He is 30 million already at level 6 is crazy. And he did 57 million. He did more than nearly as much as my Diego, and he's a healer. Yeah, he's going to be very, very good. 38, 51, yeah, crazy. Let's put in some different characters here. He's going to be very, very good because of his healing and the effects that he does. He is in the meta. What it's looking at the moment is that he's definitely shaping up He's going to replace GE. So we've been talking about it in the Discord. If we're going over team comps, potentially an option, not the best one, but the best one. There's two probably in mind. You're gonna have Diego. You're gonna have SCR. You're gonna have Kira, and you're gonna have Johnny. You're gonna have Rohan. That's your team. That's your core. You're gonna have Diego, best tank, and then you're gonna have the 3 oracles, and then you're gonna have Johnny because he does the most damage in the game. That's done and dusted, right? Let's show this here. Very, very cool. Let me go over to maybe a Dio's Mena. So then you're going to go, oh, okay, who's going to be your 5th, or who's going to be a 6th and final slot? That's a great question you ask. I don't know. To be real, I don't know. You could have Gyro, is definitely an option. So you're definitely going to have those 4 there. Oh, sorry, did I say that? Was it 4? No, you're going to definitely have that 5. The last person, for example, I like having Gyro because Gyro does revives. No one else does revives in your team, or as well as Gyro, and also does healing and also has damage. So I think that's going to be a team which leaves you with different for the damage boosts and stuff like that for this here. That's going to leave the team there. You could do another, like you could do funny to stack the shields and stuff like that. I think is a very valid option. Of course, we'll see what he's like when he's higher up. I think he's going to be absolutely broken. He's definitely going to be a must-have, and we'll see. But if he can solo heal the whole team without Gyro, and then you just have without Gyro, you have Funny, and then you just have the bulk, and you just have the damage, going to be very, very good. And I think that is where I'm going to end the video here. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to use him. I'm actually really going to be upgrading him and stuff like that. He's super, super cool. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And if you like this video, comment. Oh, I already said that. But also subscribe. And I'll see you all next video. Bye.